three. Griffin at the buzzer. It'll count, says James Capers. Blake Griffin knocks.
Successful three-point field goal
for Brooklyn. Not always there when you call, but always on time.
This is a guy who used to jump over cars. Nice cut through the lane, opportunistic, and leaves no doubt Mr. Griffin in the house.
If when they land the plane at the end of the regular season, I felt where you were going, Doris. Into the paint, Isaiah Thomas. A lot of contact, no call. Adams with another.
Positive for them on the offensive side, Mark. They've got 9 offensive rebounds. 12 of their 39 points have come on second chance opportunities. So it's helping them stay afloat.
Nash was very apprehensive about coming into this game, which makes him really strong.
Oh, come on.
Lonzo Ball working against Joe Harris. Crossed him up with a nice mid-range.
He's got 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting. In the absence of Brandon Ingram, scoring is going to be much more difficult. Lonzo's got to be aggressive.
And KD hits his first whistle.
Well, how appropriate. Just a simple, just been brilliant. Mama says.
Inside, James Johnson couldn't get it to Griffin with a great first half. 10 points off the bench. Aldridge working against the second-year pro Jackson Hayes. Great up and up. Bledsoe with a nice crossover in transition. Have to go. They trail by 10 though. Kyrie around the Blake Griffin screen, switches hands. Bledsoe with the floater, got it. Pelicans battling back, the lead.
All of our viewers, simple pin down screen, the mid-range is pure. Welcome back.
It can be tricky, and it would be best not to push it. So he told me last week that he was feeling good, and he was just excited to be out on the floor with his.
And the one thing that, Steve Nash intimates when it comes to injuries and keep them a little bit subdued and quiet.
Since he's arrived here, he's led the league in minutes per game.
Again. Durant up court. Got the layup.
He looks like pack my game up and go anywhere I want and play whenever I want.
Kevin Durant checked in just a few minutes ago here in the second quarter for the first time in 23 games.
This Kyrie, James, and Kevin. When Kevin Durant left the Nets, he was getting a lot of time wear. That makes it a little bit easier for a coach and for their teammates.
Guarded by James Johnson. Rejects the screen. Claxton now on the move. Had it blocked by Harris. Good defense by Joe Harris. Jeff Green off the nice dime inside. The lead is up to 18 with 2:20 to go. James Harden, 7 points.
It feels like this may be the
in the NBA All-Star game. Irving slithers through traffic. Zion against Jeff Green, lost his footing. Got it back out to Ball. Lonzo Ball has been shooting the ball extremely well. Wide open three.
Come on, Mark Jones. They've got to be Kyrie. It's unacceptable defensively.
Yeah, guys shooting 39% from deep. Johnson missed the layup. Tip no good by Zion. Back comes KD on the break. Bounce him. Ball over Green.
I make that.
Doris. Got to get that league fit. Durant driving the baseline quickly, and Johnson fouls him. And that'll put. Got to get that league fit from Utah. Well, coming up on the Toyota halftime. Yeah, Luka Doncic in action. Highlights from around the league with Kevin Agandi in the studio. On the bench.
that they have a lot of options on the offensive end. You've got an elite shooter in Joe Harris. You got to stay matched. They are tremendous, and then the anticipation defensively. Just back.
Yeah, Steve Nash jokingly telling us he's waiting to see which of his players will be
on the defensive end that's required. How many open threes did they get, Brooklyn? So many catch and shoot opportunities from three in that first
play. And Kevin Durant's return to the court for the Brooklyn Nets. Second place in the Eastern Conference at 35-16. Aldridge, the short roll pass, never made it to the corner to Harris. And here's Zion displaying that slip.
I mean, this is your point forward. Now point guard, just able to absorb contact, but excellent defensive possession. Steven Adams.
South Carolina AU squad there. Kyrie Irving. That's not even fair. In his bag, then pulled back. Off the miss, here's Durant.
Let's watch Kyrie Irving. Just watch the handle, folks. Just enjoy it, because he's going to make Steven Adams jump. And he's still got command of the basketball. Watch Steven Adams react. Gets off his feet. That is ridiculous. First 9%. The guy's 49% off the dribble mark. It's ridiculous.
Just from the field. Durant off the screen. Harris from the corner.
I don't know why you would, Mark. He's 61% on catch and shoots. Like, Joe Harris is ridiculous with any kind of time and space.
And so is that guy. Durant right now for the Brooklyn Nets. James Johnson spins into the paint. Nice pass to Williamson.
Defensive intensity right there from Kevin Durant. As back into rhythm, looks like it's happening pretty quickly. Going to put his hand up like, hey, I'm 6'10" and I'm a sweet shooter. Find me.
Hold it together pretty well with Harden and Kyrie. Bledsoe a little bit strong. Adams with yet another offensive rebound, tied up this time. See just how much burn Steve Nash gives him tonight. Zion around the screen. Nice dime inside to Aldridge, and Stan Van Gundy trying to stop the hammer.
It's just so good to see the big man back on the floor. Turns the corner. His efficiency on drives as a scorer is elite. This time, let me just set my man up. Little dap. Yeah.
6:35 to go in the third quarter. Pelicans in a huge hole. Ball cross court.
So the Masters, as you see, the just in a blanket was the appetizer and filet the main course. I'm all about both those two things, Mark.
Eggs in a blanket. Okay, I'm feeling that. Little ISO here against Lonzo Ball. Harris with the weak side cut. Great ball movement. Goes around the horn. Harris with the show and go. And inside that time, Doris.
It's an end. And they were spaced beautifully.
This is a team that has very few questions offensively. They're second highest scoring team in the league at about 119 points a game. The only questions that linger, a season high, they've made 15 out of 23 attempts. The only question
makes the dive cut. It forces some attention to shrink into the middle of the paint. And then Joe again off the deck and to another.
As we went to break, we were pondering this year.
Right, starting all of a sudden. And I said, it's been better. And he said, you know, it's a combination of things. It's technique, it's awareness, it's
over screens, getting through screens. As the ball game so far, KD has played 15 minutes and has 15 points to show. Aldridge defended a little bit better this time, and he.
Well, that discussion that you, Mark, 2000-2001 Lakers and one of those Warrior teams have to be thinking as though we are the underdogs, if the Nets could be the underdogs in anything, defensively every game. And Kevin Durant said, you know what? No. They hit another three. No attainable thing.
Yeah, you bring up a couple often such a barometer of whether a team wins the NBA championship or not. Bruce Brown.
That could be challenged by this Brooklyn Nets first place. They will have to outshoot you because this is what they do. Yeah, they have. And the Denver Nuggets team, you know, Is a center going to win the MVP award? Is a Denver center with, in his words, zero athleticism and speed.
Bledsoe inside. Coughs it up in traffic. Bruce Brown with the steal. Brown at the other end. Pelicans have numbers coming back the other way. Johnson. Contact and one. Bledsoe gets it to go.
A little bit closer, but here's the main problem for the New Orleans Pelicans, and you touched on it last night.
Takes a tee. He's being ejected from the game, we're told. Done for the night. 9 minutes. Kyrie at the... Well, he got the benefit of the call. The foul was called. The free throw. 1:20 to go in the third quarter. It's all Brooklyn. Kevin Durant working off the bounce. Got ripped. Good defensive play. I said, Coach L, that's a no-brainer. Come on, Coral Gables? South Beach? James Johnson from the wing. 35-point lead for the score right now is this compelling comeback story by Isaiah Thomas. Knocks it away on that play. They got a 3-on-1. Thomas at the other end.
You can see the passing. Sorry.